2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Looking at New Orleans, they're coming in off a win in their last game against the Kings at Golden One Center. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to keep their scoring up, but get a few more stops, too. One of the players we'll see tonight, Brandon Ingram, second overall pick in 16, has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant, but Kenny, he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we knew it could take a while, but he's going in the right direction. I mean, he's a little undersized in terms of weight, but his ability...
It's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah,
he's skinny.
Okay, he's a little skinny.
Thank you, Ernie. His shooting efficiency is a work in progress, but he has the length to impact all areas of the game.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
I don't like the word skinny.
Slender.
There he is.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So for the Mavericks, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
And this is when you look at the opposition and give them some credit with their defensive effort, just a higher level of energy and focus. They were disruptive.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got Ingram, Okafor out there with Favors, then it's Holiday, and it's Ball in at the one. Okafor gets the bucket. Well, it hasn't been easy for these two teams, Brent. How much can losing really weigh on you mentally, especially if you're in a losing streak?
Sometimes it has to come from motivation from a coach. Sometimes you start to see signs as a coaching staff of how motivated a younger player is. Most of the time, teams will lean on their veterans and talk to them about what they need to do to dig out and how one game can turn around what it is that's transpired over the past 2 to 3 weeks.
As simple as one game.
It can be as simple as one game. If you perform the right way, it's the same way in which you can win, Kevin, sometimes and have lingering effects from a win, but not winning the right way.
Here's Curry after Drew Holiday scored. Down low, here's Powell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble. Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Pelicans now. Okafor, the pass to Holiday. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
As the ball swung to Holiday, he did not think twice, and he let it go once he caught it. Pass creating rhythm. Defense not anticipating that.
Now here's Curry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Outside Hardaway. Fires the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., you can see he's got good foundational form for a three-point shot. Consistency would help.
The pass to Okafor. Ball with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. No one covering. Ingram's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Back to Wright. Stolen by Ball. Holiday finds Okafor. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Earlier, David Aldridge had a chance to speak with head coach Alvin Gentry. D.A., what'd you find out?
Yeah, Kevin, he's mindful of the fact that this is a shot-blocking team they're playing, but he doesn't want his team to be shy offensively. He said, if anything, we have to be patient and at the same time aggressive. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can score inside. We'll see if that works, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, the challenge of facing this tough defensive squad is right at the front of their minds.
As it should be, because if they're not prepared for every look and matchup that D is going to throw at them, it'll be a long day.
I think he has them prepared, and now it's just a question of whether they can match the energy and intensity that this team always brings onto the floor.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Toronto, they couldn't hold their position this week but remain in the top 10.
And I think for the Mavericks, they've run into a bit of a wall here as of late. Had been playing pretty good before this latest stretch. Now trying to do whatever they can to get back on track.
Now here's Hardaway. He's coming off a 13-point game against Portland.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
Pelicans leading by 6. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
There are times where you have to play with a little bit more caution. That's already his second foul in the first quarter.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Berea's checked in. Now here's Favors. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Sacramento. Ingram kicks to Favors. Back to Ingram. Lets it go from deep. Porzingis with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's the feed to Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
It's his first trip to the line.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. The season now starting to take shape, Brent. We have a better idea of who the real championship contenders might be.
There seem to be a lot of familiar faces, Kevin.
I agree.
Yeah, always.
But that's okay. I like that.
Yeah, I do too, because in the beginning of the year, we have to do those radio shows and make predictions. Some of our predictions are coming true, yes. Thank goodness.
I know. We look smart, don't we?
Or I don't know about that.
You know you look smart. I don't. You look smart.
We talk so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Ball dishes to Favors. And the rejection by Marjanovic. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Basket counts. Porzingis has got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. We're seeing that now.
Now here's Okafor. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, no good by New Orleans. To the middle, here's Marjanovic.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Ball kicks to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Okafor. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 6 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Pinpoint pass from Holiday leading to the field goal. He always keeps his head up off the pick and roll for chances like that.
Outside, Porzingis lets the 3 fly. That one, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Holiday, the pass to Okafor. Ingram against Hardaway. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And there it is for him.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
And so it's Barea with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 4. Pass to Marjanovic. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Holiday gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Barea looking for an opening. Marjanovic finds Barea. Money from the wing. Barea's got his first bucket in this one. Pelicans leading by 4. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
New Orleans making a switch here. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Favors. Etuan Moore comes in for Ingram. Hart, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Now, here's Redick. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Fast break, Dallas. And Barea with the basket on the assist by Lee. Barea's got his second basket of the night.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
And the rejection by Marjanovic. To the middle, Brokoff. Barea kicks to Kleba. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Here's Barea. The Pelicans make their last shot. Here's Hart. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Mavericks trail by 4.
Well, Pelicans a much better team last year than they've been in the past. Still have some areas to address before maybe they become a home court advantage team or a top 4 seed. But the number one thing is they've got to get some more consistency in their outside game.
Now Lee, after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go.
and a chance now to see the numbers for Jahlil Okafor. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's averaging 11 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
First one falls for him. For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I thought
it was
I
on
did.
my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
And we have so many great superstars, but you know, after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Redick against Barea. Hart kicks to Miller. Pass to Redick. 6 to shoot. Shoots it up. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Redick always a threat to score and taking full advantage.
Barea against Redick. Back to Barea. Here's Lee outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And the rejection by Marjanovic. Lee passes to Marjanovic and stolen by Miller. Now Redick. Miller outside. Pass to Hart. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Kings. Lee outside. In the corner, Powell with it. Puts up a 3, and Courtney Lee gets the 3. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good job by Courtney Lee catching the defense by surprise.
The Pelicans trail. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Jackson drives in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Courtney Lee.
Yeah, easy call.
New Orleans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That's good from Jackson. Derek Favors checked in for more. Both free throws good from Jackson.
Alvin Gentry, one of the best offensive minds and coaches in this league. Remember just in the recent past about his time in Phoenix and then in Golden State. Now as the head coach of the Pelicans, and he's done a great job just speeding up this team, pushing the ball, and trying to find ways to put up points.
Powell, that's good.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 1. He kicks it to Redick. The 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Redick's got 5. And for the Pelicans, it took some time before they could implement Gentry's vision.
Well, now it's in place. It felt like a long time to get there, and they ended up making the playoffs and pushing it to the second round. And Alvin Gentry is a big reason why the Pelicans are one of the most exciting teams right now to watch in the NBA.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Hart kicks to Redick. And another three for New Orleans.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Miller against Lee. Inside. Kleber. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
Tries again. The shot misses.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Drew Holiday has been on display for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
Lee out there with Wright. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Kleber in at the 5, down low. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. The free throw drops for Redick. So many teams switching the pick and roll, and we can see it defensively, what it does. How are offenses countering things?
I think the offense is what they're doing, Kevin, is being selective as to who it is comes out to set the pick. If I'm Steph Curry or I'm Kyrie Irving, and I know that there's a big defender guarding my 4-man or my 5-man, I'm going to call that screen up to the top of the key and make sure that I can go at the weaker defender that's guarding either one of my players to gain advantage.
And so here is New Orleans. The Mavericks making the shot. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. In third, the Pelicans.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
Outside Jackson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Porzingis. He's around 31 points per game, 8 rebounds, then just over 2 blocks. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Curry comes in for Lee. Okafor's checked in for New Orleans. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Hardaway finds Porzingis, and it's good for 2.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. Look at New Orleans. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. And, of course, there's Dallas, a game behind.
You know, right now, Dallas, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
There's still some chances to find some positives as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason.
Here's Wright. Derek Favors making his last shot. Powell, the pass to Porzingis to the inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. New Orleans making some changes here. Holiday comes in for Josh Hart, and Ball subbed in for Jackson.
One shot, gentlemen.
And Wright, no good on that one. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Ball. He feeds it to Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, Holiday looking comfortable there when he gets in close.
Now here's Wright. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously put on a passing clinic.
Now here is Holiday following the miss by Porzingis. Here's Okafor. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Okafor's got 8 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Knocked away. Taken away by Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, a dedicated sprint to the hoop from Holiday there. He earns the trip to the line. Well, after some seasons that were a little tough on Drew Holiday, both on and off the floor, he certainly got back on track last year in a big way. Posted his best season and played in the most games since the All-Star year he had in Philly in 13. So the health is always a concern, but Drew Holiday stepped up and was massive in the playoffs last year for this Pelican ball club.
Both free throws good from Holiday. And Brent, last season Holiday wasn't asked to do as much playmaking, and it seemed like it allowed him to focus on his scoring.
Well, I give Drew Holiday a ton of credit, Kevin. He went from being asked to work on off-guard skills to being shifted back to the point guard because of a Rondo injury, and then later in the season had to go back to all of the things he worked on in the offseason as an off-guard. And when he did that, he shined. So a heck of a season on the mental side of things for Drew Holiday last year.
Wright finds Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Ball with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. The Pelicans have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. The first one falls.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. Moore's checked in. And so he hits both.
And at 6'6" ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Now here's Wright. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks trail by 6. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis, and he makes that one. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset. And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Ball. 3rd in assists. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. Now here is Holiday. 12 points for him. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Porzingis kicks to Marjanovic. Wright against Ball. Wright finds Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Ball with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Holiday, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
It's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Wright, the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Wright. Lets it go with a 3. Okafor grabs the miss.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Hardaway with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Curry leading the charge.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Holiday. 20 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Right against Ball, and slammed up by Ingram.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
J.J. Barea is checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 3. Inside. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Barea. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Moore against Hardaway. And it's Moore penetrating, and the layup's good off the glass. Moore's got his first bucket in this one.
Moore just recognizing he had a little more space, if you will, Kevin.
It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Darius Miller, he's checked in for New Orleans. Redick comes in for Lonzo Ball. And so it's New Orleans with it. Outside Holiday. Barea against Redick. Shots good by Miller.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Barea dishes to Curry. And the pass to Porzingis. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Hardaway against Moore. Marjanovic kicks to Curry. Clock at 4. Over Holiday. Curry can't get it to go.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Pelicans have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. That one is off. New Orleans making a switch here. Hart's checked in. And he's good on the second. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Barea from 12 feet out. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
Well, accurate outside shooting when you're on the road, you find that kind of rhythm. It's hard to do. They made it look easy.
Here's Moore, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Moore outside. Shot clock at 3. 14 feet away, and it comes off the front of the rim. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Hardaway with a wide open look, and Dallas again with the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Okafor up top, guarded by Marjanovic, took the opportunity when he saw it. 14 points for J.J. Redick.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Dallas calls timeout.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Jackson, he's checked in for Jahlil Okafor. You can just chalk up the points when these guys get to the line. Here are your top free throw shooters for the past month. Fourth, Redick.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Now here's Lee. 7 points in the game. From 10 feet out, it's rebounded by New Orleans. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 3-point New Orleans lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
On the wing, Lee, guarded by Jackson. Dallas moving the ball around. And that one's good. Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Jackson finds Redick. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Barea. No good there. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. There's 1:54 left now here in the second. Jackson passes to Redick. From deep 3-point range, but they'll get another chance. Here's Hart, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. The Mavericks trailing. And here is Lee. He has 7. Pass to Marjanovic. Puts it up from 17. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now here's Moore. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down low. And then Favors with the dunk.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it. Well, after a tough first quarter, it didn't get to him in any way. He's really stepped up here in the second quarter.
Now here's Barea. 9 points in the game so far. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the paint, here's Moore. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Nice job getting it done in the paint. Moore playing a little bit fearless there and showing some good energy on the attack.
Now Barea passes to Kleba and stolen by Favors. Up in time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. New Orleans on top, up by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, what have you liked so far from your team, and what have you not liked?
Well, I like the pace of the game. Defensively, I don't like anything that we're doing as far as dribble penetration. Too many things are happening in the lane. We got to protect the basket a little better.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. What a game it's been for Drew Holiday. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
aggressive. I called them up earlier. I like it. They're taking it hard to the rack, dictating the pace, setting the physical tone. You're not going to get that by launching threes all night. Everybody knows that.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Mavericks trail by 3. So for New Orleans right now, Favors is out there with Okafor. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Ingram. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. Okafor against Hardaway. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside Favors. Dishes to Holiday. Okafor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Holiday against Barea. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Brandon Ingram. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. Averaging about 16 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Here's Ball. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Ball kicks to Holiday. Right against Ball. Clock at 6. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Pelicans have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Seth Curry, he's checked in for J.J. Barea.
One shot.
That's good from Ball. Curry with it. 5 points in the game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. In the corner, right with it. Stolen by Ball. Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint, here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Solid passer for a 2-guard. Tim Hardaway Jr. is all about doing what's best for his team.
Here's Ball. He has 5. Kicks to Okafor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Okafor's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Now here's Curry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Wright finds Powell over Favors. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Powell.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Back to Holiday. Out to Ingram. The tray. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Wright. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside Hardaway. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
While there's a break, let's take a look at this past month's assist leaders among small forwards in the NBA. 5th, Brandon Ingram.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
We've seen a lot of 3 men be great scorers over the past couple years, but these guys fit right in the category of being some of the best passers, almost point guard-like skills. Crisp ball movement is never an issue with any of them on the floor.
On the inbound, here's Hardaway.
And the long arms and legs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his hustle.
They get it back. Favors finds the open look, and it's on target. Favors has got 9.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Outside Curry. Back to Wright. Favors brings the double, and Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Josh Hart, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the Mavericks call time here. And let's take a look at the playmaking here. This chart with the assist totals split between the front court and the back court tonight for the Pelicans.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Now here's Powell. He's got 8, and Wright kicks to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks that one from the post. He's got 14.
The horn on the unicorn is sharp tonight.
And we talk so much about the offense Porzingis gives you, Brent. How about the defensive side of his game?
Well, I think he's learning a little bit more about position and space. He moves his feet decently well for his size, but he's getting a better understanding of the guys in this league that he's seeing on a nightly basis. And of course, we'll always talk about trying to gain more and more strength. Now, you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
Scooped up. Out to Hardaway. Outside Curry. Over Holiday. The Mavericks rebound. Here's Powell. Got a hand on it.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Ball, the pass to Hart. Back to Ball. Right with the double team. To the inside, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Redick is checked in. And Holiday kicks to Okafor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Porzingis. And too long on the shot.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Here's Kleba for the tie, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And New Orleans gets called for the foul. The Mavericks have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier. And the first one at the line is good. Mavericks making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And then for New Orleans, E'Twaun Moore, he's checked in for Ingram. And it's Jackson in for Drew Holiday. And it's tied up with that one. New Orleans has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Hart the pass to Okafor. Outside for Jackson. Connects from 3-point range. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Outside, Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The one thing about Porzingis last year that we saw with the departure of Carmelo Anthony is, could you lean on Porzingis to shoulder the offensive load? He was phenomenal in that role last year before the injury. So out on the perimeter, above the rim, finishing off breaks, he's capable.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The first free throw is good. And talking about Porzingis, what really separates him as a scorer, Brent, is his jump shot.
Well, at 7'3", we always think, man, he should be down on the post or have 2 feet in the paint working on his post-up game. That's not what he's about. He's terrific catching and shooting. He can handle the ball enough to take 1 or 2 dribbles to score at the rim. He's really good on the right side of the floor, shooting over the top at the mid-range, and he can overpower defenders. So all of the offensive skills are there.
Now here's Redick. He's got 14. To the middle. It's tipped. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jackson against Lee. Shot clock at 6. Lee against Jackson.
Courtney Lee stays committed on the defensive end of the floor, a good positional defender, and the foot speed helped him to contest that one.
Sinks the triple, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now here's Redick. Now the pass to Hart. Here's Okafor. Outside, Redick. Over Porzingis. Nice D from Porzingis. The Mavericks leading. Outside Curry. Shoots the 3. That shot off.
And still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning, but they'd like to get him going.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Offensive rebound. Here's Okafor. Tries yet again, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
For New Orleans, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Okafor. J.J. Barea checked in for Dallas. New Orleans making a switch here. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
so much to like about Courtney Lee and the consistency with which he brings his lunch pail to the job. A high character guy, has played in some big time games, plays with toughness, and plays very disciplined. Great guy to have on the roster.
Here's Redick following the three-point basket by Dallas. Pass to Hart. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Mavericks. The lead is 2. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Curry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Curry's got 10 points.
All keyed right there from the lead pass. Right on the money.
And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. New Orleans making a switch here. Favors is checked in. Knocked loose. Here's Moore. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 6. Dallas has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And here's Barea. 9 points in the game so far. Lee finds Marjanovic. The Pelicans have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. He misses the free throw. Jackson, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Good on the second free throw.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now here's Barea. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Lee. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 9 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Now here's Favors. He's got 9. They now take the lead. Favors has got 4 points now in the quarter. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Barea dishes to Lee. Rebound by Williams.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Gray's checked in. Now here's Barea. He's got 9. Kleba, the pass to Marjanovic. Great D that time from Favors.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And now a 4-point New Orleans lead. Dallas has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Barea kicks to Hardaway. Inside, Moore with the steal and pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Like how active Moore is being on offense, especially watching him share the basketball on that play.
Now Barea. Passes it to Lee. And they get it. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Gray. 43 seconds left to play in the third. Redick for 3. It's good from long range. Redick's got 17.
Well, I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
Barea finds Marjanovic. Now here's Lee. He's covered by Favors. Barea, that's a two-pointer, and it's Dallas with another.
Lee does a great job of sticking with it and then finding a teammate.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Gray, guarded by Hardaway. Here's Gray. A three ball. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Pelicans lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Mavericks, Hardaway is out there with Powell. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's Wright in at the point guard position. Here's Barea following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Barea with it. The rebound by Holiday.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Now here is Holiday. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Barea kicks to Hardaway. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
Right, the pass to Marjanovic. Yep, that one goes.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Right against Ball. He kicks to Holiday. From 15 feet away, Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Barea. Puts it up from 12. And the rejection by Favors. Down low. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist in the game.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now here's Barea. And the pass to Marjanovic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The free throw drops from Marjanovic. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now here's Ball. Kicks to Okafor. Over Hardaway. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Poked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Marjanovic. And it's Seth Curry in for J.J. Barea. Right side Curry. Over Holiday. Curry can't get it to go.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
New Orleans leading by 4. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Wright looking around. Powell with it. Favors picks him up. Here's Curry. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game has broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Holiday against Curry. Here's Favors. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Now, Wright. Hardaway dishes to Wright. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Powell. The putback. Porzingis on the foul.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
Now, here's Ball. Feeds it to Okafor. Powell with the steal. Here's Hardaway. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Ball with the bucket.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Now here's Wright. Outside Curry. Pass to Porzingis. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Porzingis has got 11 points here in just the second half. Curry against Holiday. Right wing. Ball with a wide open look. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half he's making everything.
And Wright kicks to Curry. Out left to the wing. Six to shoot. Passes it to Wright. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And now the Pelicans on the break. Ball's running.
You just can't allow Ball to get comfortable when he's penetrating inside. He does a great job of using his size and those hesitation moves to draw fouls.
And he sinks the second.
2-possession game now, but he'd still like to have back that one he missed.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Wright outside. Outside Curry. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Okafor gets the bucket.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Right for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Okafor's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Ball. Sweet little floater. And now it's a 9-point New Orleans lead.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Here's Hardaway, accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Hardaway has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, whenever he's got a little room, if the ball's in his hands, Hardaway Jr. looking to score.
Curry with the steal. That's tipped. Here's Holiday. He dishes it to Okafor. It's good. Okafor's got the lead up to 9 now for New Orleans.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze.
Now here's Hardaway. Pelicans pull it in. Okafor's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Well, that's a rhythm shot, and when Tim Hardaway Jr. finds that kind of rhythm, he becomes a much more solid offensive option.
Ball against Wright, and Ball slams it in.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
That always energizes your teammates. They feel your imagination, get motivated, and helps you extend your lead as well.
Here's Ball, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Dallas moving it around, and the dunk by Powell.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
Now here's Ball. Here's Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in.
And you gotta clog up any passing lanes around Ball, especially in that pick and roll. He knows how to slice the D apart in those sets.
Here's Powell. Porzingis finds Powell. Curry. The shot that time not on target. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
And they continue to control the glass.
Holiday gets the bucket. Dallas calls timeout. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
And he can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Drew Holiday.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
And so it's Dallas with it. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Curry with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Now here's Ball. The pass to Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the teardrop, Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Hardaway for 3. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback. Wright's got it back down to within single digits for Dallas.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now here's Moore, guarded by Powell. Ball kicks to Moore. Pass the ball. From past the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Hardaway. Outside for Curry. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Ball against Wright. Fires from 18. Shots good by Miller.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Now here's Porzingis. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. The shot off that time. Good D by Miller. And so Miller will bring it up for New Orleans. 7-point differential. Hart, that's good.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
Drills it from outside.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Here's Ball. Basket counts. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. And Wright kicks to Curry. Off target with his 3. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ingram with it. So New Orleans wins it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.